guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering.
Are you free for coffee?
Welcome. Okay, y'all. We're going to talk about Onijah, I might be butchering her name, Andrew Robinson. She's the New York woman who has become a viral sensation on TikTok after her trip to Pakistan to marry a teenager. Yes, a teenager. She met online, turned into a series of bizarre exploits as she refused to leave the country, demanded thousands of dollars, and claimed she wanted to rebuild the nation.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just still laughing at the whole.
It's bizarre.
It shouldn't be funny
so
to me.
Bizarre.
Okay, so the young man who, in my opinion, was catfished.
Okay, now this is. Let me.
That's
just
not
tell
what
you
I'm
this.
laughing at. I just want to say that.
So she alleges to be 32. Now I have thoughts about that because I just can't believe she's 32. She just seems old.
Y'all, Lisa has a whole scientific breakdown on this.
Well, she traveled to Karachi in October, which is like the city or town of this child was living in Pakistan in October 2024 to meet and marry Nidal Ahmed Mimon, a 19-year-old Pakistani.
19.
So upon arrival, he rejected her and said his family opposed the marriage, leaving her stranded for several days as her tourist visa expired. So it was reported that money was raised for her to return home, but she refused. She wandered around the town and posted her wild tale on TikTok, which went viral. Meanwhile, a man claiming to be her son, now it could not be vetted, so we don't know
for sure
it was her son. Which, now, if he was her son talking on TV, he had to be at least, what?
Well,
grown.
For them to take his word, I don't believe he could be a minor.
Right.
So at the very least, we're going to say he was 19.
Yes.
Because if
they
news
didn't
syndicates are taking his
but for
word,
her to be 32, which is possible, but okay. He said in an interview with Pakistani TV that his mother suffers from bipolar disorder. She said in a press conference that she was asking for $100,000. This is a quote, I need $20,000 by this week in my pocket in cash. That's a demand to the government. Now this is this woman talking in a foreign country and what she needs. Okay, she claimed to be married to Mr. Mimon and that they needed the money to move to Dubai and start a family. Well, because of all this hoopla and her not leaving, the family left their home.
Yes.
I don't know where they went, to a hotel or just, I don't know what happened, but they boarded up the house. It was empty and she was just like there outside. But it was like harassment. Which
it was extreme.
But I guess they don't have the same type of laws, in terms of stalking and because they do some different things that we don't do.
That's true. So maybe because to me the stalking thing
that would be enough. Like you're harassing us. You would think they would, but they didn't. So the family left. So finally, she did go to Dubai, where she was arrested for smoking a cigarette.
Okay, wait, because Lisa's leaving out some of the foolishness.
Well, those are the highlights.
They finally get her to leave where she was. She is on a layover. Wait, we need to rewind because she ends up getting picked up and is in some type of holding facility because they're thinking something isn't right.
Okay, now where is
this? Is
in Pakistan?
No, this is is it Karachi? Am I saying
okay?
Right?
Well, that's Pakistan.
Well, yeah, you're right, in Pakistan. Sorry. So then they are supposed to be escorting her, which they were escorting her, but there was a layover in Dubai. She leaves the airport.
Oh, she's supposed to just be waiting to get, so she's coming back to New York.
On a layover.
And just stays.
She decides, I'm just going to go kick it with these people. She is filming TikToks, dancing in a bonnet. Like, she is doing the mostest. And she is a smoker. And I saw her, I assume she's a smoker because I saw her smoking a few times. And I remember thinking, okay, now you can't do that everywhere. Like I have a friend I have a friend that went over there to teach, and she was the one that told me, like, one of her parents came to visit. She was like, Like,
well, could you smoke? I guess in your home.
Yeah, in her home they could, but like
not in
out and
public.
about.
Yeah.
And so,
That's a lot of
and I'm
places.
not gonna say location just to keep her confidential, but I remember thinking that like no, because I know someone who still lives, because she got married, so she stayed. My friend did, so she still lives there, and I remember thinking, nah, you can't do this. So she is in Dubai, where she's supposed to be on a layover.
So she doesn't have a visa.
She
didn't
has
have permission
no.
to
She did not really
stay.
have permission. She has been out gallivanting around, doing videos and jazz, ends up smoking, and then gets arrested.
Oh, you guys. Okay, so this is a cautionary tale. I think
for
about,
so many things
about online dating.
Online dating,
because she used a filter. Y'all.
Yes.
She uses Nicki Minaj filter,
which
didn't.
still didn't make her look that young to me.
But it made her look
More
better.
put together.
Just
I
put
agree.
together
I agree.
and stuff.
I agree.
And it was just, it's false.
And I agree. Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about getting married to someone, and so really that's a lie. They need to see, like I heard somebody saying, if you're gonna be with somebody like that, they need to see you without the wig and without the dentures and without whatever it is that can come off. They need to know
They need
that.
to see it,
They just do, because that's the reality.
Do you remember the lawsuit? I probably don't have time to look it up, but do you remember the lawsuit? They were Asian, the couple. She had like a lot of work done. It looked good, so it wasn't a lot like real fillers and all that. But
she had some nip and tucks.
She had some nip and tucks. So they fall pregnant, and someone in her family, like a great aunt or something, ends up like, oh, here's her childhood photos for y'all. And the husband's like, who the fuck is this? And he sues.
Oh.
Because he was like, you completely lied to me. Like, you don't look
so
like this.
Different.
And then he was like,
And the baby looks very different.
Yeah, and he's like, then we're going to need money for this. We're going to, like, he was just naming all this stuff. And it sounds so superficial, but really, I feel like she should have at least told him. This baby gonna come at you like, who baby is this? This baby gonna look like you or me. And that was why. So this, to me, falls in the same thing. Now, I've heard two things on this filter. People were originally referring to it as the Nicki Minaj filter. And there was a filter out, and it gave you like long blonde hair and kind of a more pointed nose, and it lightened up your skin. But other people are saying that the filter made her look like a white woman with blonde hair. So either way, I don't know that there's a filter that could make me look just totally white. You get what I'm saying? Like
what we saw, she didn't look white, but she just looked way better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of the blemishes.
They do a lot of, you kind of look sparkly and stuff. And the thing is, 19, y'all. And if she is 32, I'm gonna give it to her. Say she's 32, even though I'm saying alleged because I don't believe it, but 32 and the guy is 19, that's problematic. 19, not an American 19.
Yeah.
Which is way different than Pakistani 19.
Very sheltered.
The exposure, traditions and, just what you do in your country, your customs, you have not only the age gap, you have a cultural gap.
Yeah.
So, a sane person would have kind of test drove that. Why don't you come here for a while? And I'll go there. Let's visit. Let's see if it can work. But no, you're just gonna jump over there, and I mean the whole thing is crazy. And whoever this alleged son is, I believe she's bipolar, don't you? I don't know who he was.
Something's going on.
Something's
and
off
then
with her.
and I just want to be clear. Like, we say alleged because there's no firm.
Yeah,
this is her son. We don't know that.
Everything I checked. They all said this cannot be correct.
Yeah, it says claiming to be her son, alleging to be her son.
They couldn't vet him.
But I'm gonna tell you this: he knew enough about her that they believed his word, his
and
testimony,
put him on TV
to feature it.
Right.
So he may not be her son. Maybe he's someone who's related. Hell, maybe it's her son.
It could be a neighbor that knows her. Like
that's true.
The police have
that's
been
true.
here. The
baby,
I've
seen some stuff.
Paddy wagon, they just know that she's.
I'm gonna say,
everybody
if
knows
she's
not right.
32, y'all, I'm almost 40.
Why would you want a 19-year-old? That's what I want.
I want to know, if you're 32, what life you've lived that you look like this.
and what life you've lived that you want a 19. I was dumb as a rock when I was 19.
Oh God.
And you can't help it. I ain't mad at 19.
Aren't you glad
19
social
is
media
19.
wasn't that big when we were that age? Like, we have an age gap, but even still, like, Facebook at the time had just come out and it was only for people in college. You had to have a college email. If you could have documented my foolishness at 19,
oh my God,
I would be shamed, not just before the Lord, I'd be shamed before y'all. Like, I'm glad. That's my thing with social media.
Up.
I feel so bad for kids
but
now.
I have grace for 19.
Oh yeah,
no,
I have all the grace in the world
why
for
are
him.
you getting for him too? Why are you wanting to get married? I mean, I know they do get married young, and their culture is different. But 19.
Okay, here's my thing with him. Number one, culturally, it is completely different. So I feel like for him, it was on par because you're 19.
They do get married young.
He would inherit the house. Remember, because the thing was, I don't think he lied to her. Like, there was money. There was money set aside for them. There was an entire property set aside for them to say, like, that's, hey, you get married, this is yours.
Well,
so
marriage is a much different.
It's much different. Yes.
There than here.
And ultimately,
and
I'm not going to blame
they
the
do get married younger.
I'm not going to blame the 19-year-old
because they're not very promiscuous.
No.
Like here, you can kind of.
That's why he believed her.
Right. But still 32. But I guess he just thought, don't let me get to. I don't know what anybody thought. I think it's all crazy. It's just crazy.
I don't fault him.
I mean, I fault him less. Now, she's the one that was lying.
Yes.
So I'm.
Can you imagine? Now just think. Now think about
and
Teddy.
You saw him, y'all.
Think about
he
Teddy and
like
Connor.
A child. He looked like a high schooler.
Think about Teddy and not Teddy. Teddy's too damn practical. But either one of them, they're 18, 19 years old. And some old black woman show up at your house talking about Lisa, mother-in-law, let me in. You'd be like, what?
What is going on?
Teddy, if you don't get your ass down these steps and explain to me who the hell. And then he probably was like, I don't know who this is.
Well, she didn't look like this.
She didn't look.
Right.
That's the part that because you have to think about the cultural difference. Here's this random black woman that shows up on your porch in Pakistan.
Well, if she
had
been
so-and-so is not my fiance,
they probably would have been okay with it. I think
it was
the age.
It was the age. No, the mother said that. The mother said the age.
Yeah.
So, for clarification,
she's
everything I've read, she probably his mama's age.
Double his.
She probably his mama's age.
Well, that's true because they get married
young. They get married young.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that it was a race issue. I am simply the comedy, the skit in my brain.
It's the catfishing.
It is. It's the catfishing.
She lied. She connived, and then when she got there, she kept on lying and conniving and demanding and
would
wanting.
Sing and knock on their door all hours
That's
of
why
the night.
they left.
That's why
they left.
She knew not to do that shit in America. She'd have been shot.
That's why I'm not mad for them putting her in jail. She need to be somewhere.
No, y'all just look her up. If you Google American lady in Pakistan,
all kind of stuff. There's a plethora.
She's dancing in the airport and stuff. I was like, what dance is this?
And you know what? The kid, I'm sure he's just like
she's traumatized.
She's not right. I think the whole thing is crazy. And Natasha's right. I don't really blame him.
Can't
He's
blame
19.
that baby. He's 19.
But her, Jesus.
But you talking about
stay off the internet. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Now you're
19. You can go meet somebody in person.
And anybody, y'all.
Well, that's
this
true.
is a new phenomenon.
Yeah.
There are 8 billion people in the world.
Billion with a B.
You know what? Just in your everyday life, you go to the grocery store. You go pick up dry cleaning. You go to the park and run. You do.
Yes.
You can meet people. This phenomenon of you. It has to be online.
Yeah.
Where people have
that improves your chances.
Right.
Yeah.
These people have an unlimited number of opportunities to lie to you.
Yeah.
So I just wouldn't do it. You know what? Our grandparents did it. Our parents did it. I did. We did.
We both
You just
did.
meet folk, okay?
We both did.
So if y'all with young people in your lives and kids and teenagers and folks in college, I wouldn't encourage that online stuff. Go on and find somebody. Get out. Get out because you know seeing someone in person is really
that's
different.
what I was
you
about to say.
Cues.
Yes, I was about to say your discernment. You're like, I'm not feeling so great. You can't get that through a screen. You
think
cannot.
of Instagram, y'all. You know, people people post beautiful
Child.
pictures, their homes, their husbands, or what. Now we all have heard stories.
And then you
of
find
these
out people are being abused. Or the whole thing is fake.
It's just a lie.
Yeah, it's just a lie.
You know, just all the things. And, you know, let's face it, when you take a picture, I can take a little picture of, you know, I'm looking at some candles or a mirror or something, and that looks good, but the rest of the
rest
room
would
is
be
tore
absolute
up.
chaos. It could be.
So none of it is real.
Yeah.
And so that's my takeaway from this, especially for young people. Try to do that in person.
Yes.
Please try.
Yes.
Get out. And I know people are, you know, introvert. I'm kind of an introvert. We both are. But you can still find some commonality.
Yes.
Take a class that you enjoy. Do, you know, you meet friends, cousins, or brothers.
You know who we need
to
tag in this episode? Professor Galloway. Y'all, I'm going to make a note because I'm...
So much wisdom.
So much wisdom.
Especially
we
for
love
young
Professor Galloway.
men.
And he has several times when he
podcasts,
speaks. Yeah.
Books, all kinds of things.
But he speaks
Just
about
a
like
wealth
people's
of
kind of nervousness of meeting in person, and how the idea, and I believe this is true, the idea that you're going to meet them on the screen has made so many people lazy. You're not working out. You're not taking care of your hygiene. You're not put together.
Well, it's like working from home.
Yeah.
And we know that because my son did a lot of work from home, and now he's in the office, and he was saying that he got a different job, and he prefers that because he said, man, I lost my people skills.
Yeah, I know I did.
You forget how to shoot the breeze. You forget to engage with people. How are you? How's the kids? You just forget doing all that. And then you walk around in pajamas from the waist down because nobody's seeing you or whatever. Yeah. And all of that matters.
I'm going to tag Professor Galloway.
All of that matters. So that's my takeaway from this.
Yeah.
We don't fault the young man. No. He's young. He's all the things.
And kudos to his mother for saying absolutely
standing
not.
in the gap. Yeah. Right. And just like this is not a good thing.
Because if they were married, my God.
What a cluster.
She would have access to all of his stuff. And I don't know the terms of divorce there for something like this.
I don't know. There is divorce there, maybe.
You know what I mean? It could be.
Yeah. You just would be stuck. So young people and parents of young people, listen, there's no such thing as coincidence. Your person, it could be right around the corner. Don't think that it's an impossibility. Like, how would I meet somebody? There's 8 billion people in the world. Get out, y'all. Yes. Just get out and live your life. You will run up on somebody. Yes. You will.
Yeah.
People have done it from time
immortal. You know why you're here? Because somebody met somebody.
That's it. And this computer thing.
That's a new phenomenon.
People are making money and they're doing things. But and for those of you who met your spouse, if it worked for you, great. But what we're saying, it doesn't work for everybody. And especially for young people who your skills at detecting bullshit is probably on the low end.
Yeah, it's on the lower end.
Meet them in person.
Because at least then you can get a little flutter of
you do. You get a little
you do.
Something's off with him. You do. Even you do. Online, that doesn't come through.
And this is the thing with online. If you are online looking to meet someone, your filter's already damaged. Because you're already telling yourself, I'm going to meet them through this way. So then when the person shows up online, you're already sold.
Plus
you're partially sold.
You believe in what they're selling.
Right. That's
themselves.
Mistake number one.
So they're telling how great they are. They've got the filter. Yeah. They're doing all the things. Yes. And you're it's getting we're in person. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And in person,
and they're trying harder too, like you said, their hygiene.
Oh yes, so they have to really put their best foot forward.
They took
Someone
one
could
good
be
picture
sitting there, hadn't showered in 2 weeks, typing you all kind of stuff,
and you don't know. Picture, it's one picture. Until you start,
and even video chatting. If you got to video chat me with filters, it's a no.
Right.
Because that's telling me, if for nothing else, maybe you're not confident in who you are.
Plus, I feel so many people. They meet through a sibling or a cousin or their friend.
We did an episode with this.
Some way, the person is kind of vetted. Somebody knows somebody. Somebody's mama met some.
Wasn't the highest one? Remember we did the percentages, and it was that met them at work. Work was like the top. The next one was a friend of a friend or a friend of a family member. If you're a friend of of Lisa's, then
you're sane at least.
I tell you what, you ain't too damn crazy.
Yeah, you're
and
a
then
little sane.
If you snap on me, I at least have the recourse of someone asking me, "Hey, how did your date with so and so go?" Oh, girl.
Well, even if it didn't,
You know.
if it didn't work out, you know this person's not a danger.
Yeah.
Because see, the thing is, if they've been vetted in that way,
Yes.
they know my cousin, my mom knows his mom, whatever it is,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be just too crazy. That might not work out.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But they're not gonna jump too
But
stupid.
I
with you.
just met you with your filter on wherever, and then I'm gonna go out in public. You know what I mean? I don't know you like that.
I don't know you
and
at
that's
all.
scary.
Yeah.
And we know
Honey,
there have been some stuff that did not work out.
Oh, they end up dead.
Yeah. So, y'all get out of get out of the computer dating. Just try it.
Yeah.
Like, just say, you know what? I'm gonna give it up for this summer, for this spring, and I'm just whoever I meet is who I meet.
Yes.
And just see what
and
happens.
go to places you like, because you want to meet someone that has some commonality with you.
Right. But not even go to meet. Just go because you enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Go to somewhere you like.
The
So
library,
you can,
the whatever.
Yes.
And just be open. Leave a little room for God to walk through. And you be surprised who you...
And follow the people we're going to tag. Because between Taurus Sense, which, you know, that was one of her dating things.
Yes.
Always pick a place that you like. So if they don't show up, it don't matter.
You're cool.
You're in your element. You're going to have fun anyway. And then Professor Galloway. I'm tagging both of them.
Yes.
Because that was what was needed.
Oh, Dr. Ebo, too.
Oh, Dr. Ebo. I will tag her as well.
Okay.
Okay, loves. Thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you're listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and you find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Thanks, guys.